1,000 gallons of diesel erupted in a single inferno, forming a 300-foot fireball and a heat plume visible 45 miles away. Sensors registered 2.4 on the Richter scale. Seconds later, the Ospreys descended, guns blazing. Their miniguns spewed 7,400 rounds in less than 2 minutes, tearing through docks and metal huts. Pirates fired RPG-7s in desperation, but their warheads detonated prematurely in the firestorm. A second wave of Vipers swept in from the east, launching 16 Hydra 70 rockets that obliterated the shipyard. 17 boats destroyed, 11 more burning or capsized. By 6:10 a.m., the coastline was chaos. Secondary explosions ripped inland as bunkers ignited, hurling shrapnel over 600 yards. At 9:05 a.m., SEAL teams landed and stormed what remained, rescuing 6 hostages, capturing 27 militants, and seizing $42 million in gold bars, 18 encrypted drives, and 12 tons of weapons including Iranian mortars and Chinese rifles. By 7:20 a.m., it was finished. The radar sites, docks, missile platforms, gone. A pirate empire that took 4 years and $120 million to build was erased in under 3 hours. The Caribbean burned, and the message was unmistakable. America doesn't just strike back, it erases threats from the map. 4:30 p.m. The battle was over, but the numbers told a story that no one could ignore. In less than 18 hours, U.S. forces had destroyed 51 pirate vessels, 3 fortified coastal bases, and eliminated 200 militants. The combined value of seized contraband, weapons, gold, and encrypted financial drives exceeded $94 million. What once looked like a loose network of fishermen had turned out to be a multinational cartel fleet, financed through offshore cryptocurrency wallets worth $72 million and armed with foreign military technology. MV Argentum floated nearby, scarred but intact. Of the $4.8 billion in semiconductor cargo, only $112 million was damaged, less than 3%. Engineered
Helicopter wasn't leaving. The protection boats got it. They turned southwest and opened throttles, racing toward international waters at 45 knots. They hadn't rescued anyone, hadn't recovered any cargo, but they'd managed to make the helo burn through fuel it didn't have. Below them, the narco sub-crew had stopped moving, but stopping a vessel and actually boarding it were two very different problems, especially when the seas were building and time was running out. Seneca finally arrived on scene, creating a steel wall between the narco sub and escape. She slowed to 5 knots while the deck crew prepped the rib for launch. The seas were running 6 feet with 8-footers building. Not terrible yet, but the barometer was dropping fast. In an hour, maybe 2, launching would be impossible. The davit, which is the crane you see here, swung the 7-meter-long rigid-hull inflatable boat, or rib, over the water. 8,600 pounds of boat and operators hanging from a steel cable rated for nearly double that. Static rating meant nothing in moving seas. Every wave that passed under multiplied the load. Compression on the way up, tension on the way down. The crane operator watched the wave pattern, counting seconds between crests. 8 seconds meant dropping between waves. 6 seconds meant dropping on one. The moment came between sets. The ocean flattened for maybe 4 seconds and the operator hit the release. The rib dropped 6 feet and hit the water, engines already running. The coxswain, person driving the rib, punched the throttles before the next wave arrived, shooting away from the Seneca's hull at 20 knots. Getting crushed between 4,500 tons of steel was nobody's idea of a good time. The helicopter maintained its orbit at 200 feet, fuel now down to 134 gallons. The pilot had done the math, witnessed the boarding, provide overwatch, then land back on the Seneca before transforming from a helo into a submarine.